Hello, 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 my beautiful mindset rebooters. This has been a journey this week, hasn't it? As you open yourself to the more, as you decide what you want to um, shift in how you think of yourself and how you think of um, the world around you. And what that success that you're craving for or you are working towards already, what does that look like? What is it that you um, find so attractive about uh, the world that you are in and the world that you are creating? And so with that, um, welcome to day 5 of the challenge. It has been one of those pieces where um, I hope that you've been able to pick that limiting belief that you want to work on, and that you are have created those that awareness of why you want to change it, right? And then that those goals that you've set for yourself, you're very specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, and then embrace the commitment of achieving those goals, right? So you will be creating the life that you love. And then the execution of those goals, taking those big goals and making them into actionable steps. I think that's so important for um, us to realize that we need those actionable steps in our life so that we can build towards our future. You know, um, creating success isn't an overnight thing, right? We know many people who are quote unquote overnight successes, right? They've been in the business maybe 10, 15, 20 years, and then they find the success that they've craved. It's not something that falls in your lap. And so, with that mindset of growth, that mindset that I can achieve all things, then making that shift that applies to every aspect of your life and the work you put into it, you're going to find that you will be that person that is successful, that you dreamed yourself of, that you visualized yourself of. So let's get started with the today's um, discussion, which is building resilience, right? And claiming that flexibility that goes along with it. And so as we build resilience, as we see that it is something that is achievable, that it is something that can be attained, we find um, that it becomes uh, an essential quality as we thrive in our entrepreneurship. You know, embracing change and adapting well helps us stay strong and navigate setbacks effectively. So we're going to finish this challenge on a high note and prepare for the next steps in your journey towards success. Remember that the road of an entrepreneur is paved with both exciting possibilities and inevitable hurdles. Building resilience and flexibilities are crucial for an entrepreneur's overall well-being because it allows them or it allows us to navigate these challenges and bounce back from setback. So let's review. Let's review. So yesterday we talked about taking our audacious goals, right? We're taking our goals and turning them into actionable plans. And so we've learned the magic of clear and specific goals. No more fuzzy wishes. How to break down those goals into bite-sized, achievable steps, strategies to stay laser focused and execute your plan like a total boss. Um, we explored the importance of execution, the components of a strong action plan, strategies for effective execution. Again, the tools for that are in the Facebook group. Please make sure you join. And ways to overcome common barriers. I challenge each of you to take the knowledge that you've gained today and this week and apply it to your action plans. Start small, stay committed, keep moving forward. Have you been able to do that? Have you been able to begin to see ways how to create the life you crave with the action plans that you've created? It's important to write these plans down, share them, make yourself accountable as you move towards your future. Taking action is for yourself. It's investing in you as you continue the journey of this mindset reboot. And so with that in mind, let's talk about resilience and mindset. As I said before, entrepreneurship is filled with excitement and hurdles. Building resilience and flexibility are crucial for our, as entrepreneurs, overall well-being. It's going to allow us to navigate those challenges. And mindset and resilience are like two sides of the same coin, working together to create a powerful force for navigating life's challenges, right? Because these are tools that you can also use in your personal life. It's not just to achieve your business or career success, but also for you to be open to the more that's being revealed to you as your awareness grows. So mindset shapes your beliefs. It's your underlying set of thoughts and assumptions about yourself and the world. And a positive growth mindset fosters the belief that abilities can be developed and challenges are opportunities to learn. And so this sets the stage for resilience, right? Resilience is the action part of that. It's how we put those new beliefs into action, right? With a growth mindset, you've come likely to view setbacks as temporary and focus on finding solutions. You're empowered now to continue to take action and bounce back stronger because you know that failure is just an opportunity to learn. And as you continue to tweak those things that didn't work out as you envisioned them, then you're going to get the results you desire as you continue working towards it. So think of it this way. Imagine facing a business setback. A fixed mindset might tell you, I'm not good enough to do this, and it's going to lead to a discouragement, and you'll probably give up. But a growth mindset is going to say, hey, this is a learning experience. What can I do differently next time? This fuels that resilience and motivation that you're going to try again and keep trying and keep trying. And the awareness piece is going to really kick in with the relevance portion of it, right? So your awareness and our commitment to what that awareness is, we may have to step back and look at it and see truly if that is where we are being called to. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we keep trying the same thing over and over again, and the results are just not what we desire. So again, how do we tweak it? How do we make it? How do we make it that it aligns with who we are and yet it moves towards the success we crave? And so a growth mindset is going to, again, help build that resilience. So you're going to be optimistic, you're going to have a positive mindset that's going to foster that the future is better. I just need to tweak things so that those difficult times I'm learning something. tenacity. It's going to allow you to persist through those challenges and not give up easily. And adaptability. A growth mindset encourages you to change as a chance to grow. It's not a threat to you. It's not there to stop you from moving forward. Um, by cultivating a growth mindset, you're equipping yourself with mental tools that'll help you become more resilient. And so, excuse me. And so benefits of resilience. And as you can see, there are quite a few. I'm sure there are more out there. I just keep throwing so much information at you that I didn't want to bombard you this time. And so, yeah, there's so many benefits to it that I sprung forward. There we go. And there's so many benefits to resilience that it's really important for especially entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs, to strive for that work-life balance, or as a coach that I really admire, harmony in our lives. And so it empowers us to navigate unique challenges that we face daily. And we can create a more sustainable, more fulfilling path. So with resilience, we manage stress and overwhelm. And how do we do that? Especially women entrepreneurs, but being an entrepreneur, a business owner, a career-focused person, we juggle the career or business and family. And all of those expectations, we may not be married with children, but we may have aging parents, or we may be divorced and we have aging children that are growing up, excuse me, not aging children. And so we often juggle business demands with personal responsibilities, and resilience helps us to manage that stress with this constant balancing act, where we bounce back from unexpected events, a sick child, or maybe a client deadline, without being overwhelmed. So as we take some of those techniques that we've been doing, the breathing, we just stop, we see the relevance of it, and then we continue on. Right? We stop, we breathe, we see the relevance, and we say, how important is this to us? It gives us clear thinking under pressure, right? So it's going to improve our decision making. When we're faced with challenges, entrepreneurs can stay calm and collected, and it allows us to make informed decisions and avoid rash choices fueled by stress or burnout. It empowers us to say no. Sometimes a no isn't a no, sometimes it's a not yet. If we're not capable of, um, if we're not capable of really committing to something, is it fair to say yes and do it half-heartedly, or fall off and say, I can't do this right now? So again, it's that understanding of what am I doing here? Setting boundaries, having confidence to set boundaries and prioritize my self-care, our self-care in terms of all demands that are put on us, saying no to unreasonable demands, both at work and at home, really ensures that we have the energy to really be present in all areas of our lives. And sometimes a no is a not yet. I don't have the time to help you with this project, but keep me in the loop. And, my schedule may open up. Or if for the next 6 months, I can only dedicate to this project. I am so sorry. But at least keep those avenues open for another opportunity for you to help that person. At least they see that you're being honest and you are understanding, and God willing, their understanding of where you're coming from. Right? And so resilience is going to promote self-compassion. I think that that's something that's really missing for entrepreneurs. We beat ourselves up um, when things are not going the way that we thought they should be, or the expectations that others have placed on us. So when we learn for setbacks, right, through resilience, instead of dwelling on the mistakes, we can view them as opportunities to learn. This reduces self-criticism and promotes a healthy harmony in your work life, right? And then it boosts overall well-being because we're able to maintain the success because we're managing our stress. We're making sound decisions. We are prioritizing our self-care. We are creating a more sustainable work-life balance or harmony that leads to a greater well-being, both professionally and personally, you know? So I would say that with resilience, you can focus on the strengths. You're going to develop self-awareness that allows you to identify your strengths, and you can build upon them. And this empowers you to tackle challenges with confidence. Again, build a support network. Surround yourself with supportive people so that they too, they have your back and they will make you accountable as you move towards your success. Practicing mindfulness, taking time for yourself, meditation. A great exercise in mindfulness is yoga, because you're breathing in, you're allowing that oxygen to flow through you as you are going through the movement, and then you're breathing out. And it's very, if it's done correctly, it is a way of movement that's very precise and intent and just very focused on the muscles that you are developing. And so, entrepreneurs can navigate difficulties while trying to achieve work-life balance. And again, creating that more fulfilling and sustainable path to success by cultivating resilience. Sorry, I'm hearing a little bit noise behind me. So I got a little distracted. My apologies. And so flexibility, right? So resilience and flexibility, they go hand in hand. They are the tools that help you to become more adaptable, to really embrace the idea of being in the present, in the now, yet working towards your future. So um, if you think about it, right, flexibility fosters adaptation and growth. The market is dynamic, you know, customer preferences, technologies, economic conditions are constantly evolving. And so being a flexible entrepreneur, it helps us adapt our business strategies to stay relevant and seize new opportunities. Embracing change leads to innovation. Flexibility allows us as entrepreneurs to experiment with new ideas and pivot our business model when needed. This adaptability is key to staying ahead of the curve, and together the resilience and flexibilities contribute to entrepreneurs' overall well-being. And that helps to reduce stress and burnout. The ability to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to change helps entrepreneurs maintain a healthy work-life balance and reduces the mental strain of running a business. It boosts our self-confidence, as I said earlier, with resilience, because we are overcoming the challenges and we're successfully adapting to change. And really, that helps our idea of ourself, so that we know that we are flourishing and we are able to be in control of what our business brings to us, even what our families bring to us. We'll be able to respond to the world, not react to it. And then creating a sense of control, being flexible and resilient, we're even when things don't go the way we pictured them going, right? An event or maybe a talk with someone. With resilience and with flexibilities, we feel empowered to navigate that uncertainty that business brings. And then it reduces the feelings of helplessness. So we're able to recognize that this may have been a situation that we had no control over, but that we are able to see it with confidence and allow it to play out. So it's really essential to success. It's essential to our lives, especially our mental and physical well-being, because we are looking to enable to bring down that stress and be able to walk through life in control, but more importantly, um, in a way that's responding and not reacting. A way of showing grace not only for ourselves, but grace for others as well. And so flexibility and mindset, they create an ideal environment for growth because they help each other. Um, Flexibility is crucial for fostering a growth mindset because it allows you to adapt your thinking and approach to learning. Um, With flexibility, you are embracing new information, right? Which a growth mindset thrives on. And, and that flexibility allows you to be open-minded and consider different options and different perspectives. It even challenges your existing beliefs and a new awareness comes on. You know, that openness to new things is essential for our growth as humans. We learn from our mistakes, right? Growth mindset is very opposite from, oh no, you know, um, you know, this is the way it should be, this is the way it's supposed to be, right? A growth mindset is going to learn from mistakes. It's an opportunity to learn, and the flexibility allows us to change our strategies, right? Um, think of how to tweak it again, or maybe ditch that plan and go with something else, try something else, but at least we continue to try and we don't get discouraged and stuck in that muck and mire of our emotions. Helps us cope with challenges, right? So being able to really look at anything that comes up with that, anything that comes up for us, you know, could really set us into a funk. But looking at it and with the new awareness that you are cultivating, then we're gonna accept that change, and we're gonna see how our world is going to shift. Our mindset is going to shift. Our actions and habits may have to change so that we can accommodate this new shift, because that means that our future self or our plans for our future have not changed. They just need to be tweaked. The journey needs to be tweaked. It allows us to think outside the box, right? We are not, you know, those people that always say, well, we've always done things this way. And sometimes that the old way isn't working anymore, right? So many new ways to do multi-level marketing, right? The use of Facebook, the blow up of reveal parties, right? New merchandise that's being shared. So again, thinking outside the box, how can we use the tools that we have to create, to build towards what we are trying to create towards our success? And so, you know, flexibility is so much more and can be more. You know, practice self-awareness. I keep saying that, but it's the truth. With self-awareness, we're going to recognize our limitations, our own biases that keep us safe. You know, the brain doesn't, again, I think I started out this challenge with saying the brain does not recognize the now or the future. The brain doesn't recognize the past. So if we are thinking in terms of the past, where I learned, this lesson, I tried this and it didn't work, our brain's going to say, well, you tried it, it didn't work. You can't, I'm going to keep you safe. Don't do that. And if we can visualize with all of our senses and move forward towards our future, right? Visualizing our future so we can move towards it with all of our senses, then the brain doesn't know that that's the future. And opportunities are going to arise, become visible for us. And so practice that self-awareness, embrace new challenges. It's an opportunity to learn, seek diverse input. If you surround yourself with like-minded people that always think like you, that say yes to you, that don't challenge you, you're not going to grow. I'm a hard friend, but I expect my friends to be just hard. And when I say hard is, I'm very honest with them. Hey, that particular behavior, you know, this is what you're saying, and that behavior didn't align with what you were saying. And my friends do the same thing to me. I have that expectation because I want to continue to grow, and I want to be the better version of myself. And again, all of this is said in love. It's not said in terms of putting a person down. It's like, are you aware? I'm concerned. Right? So look for those people that are going to be honest with you, that don't have an agenda, right, to keep you down. And then you're going to create an ideal environment for growth mindset to thrive when we're practicing flexibility. And so integrating routines and practices, and this is very much my favorite. And this is a worksheet that's in the Facebook group about resilience, and these are ways to do resilience. So developing a resilience toolkit is going to equip you with strategies to stay strong and adaptable in the face of challenge. So you would follow the steps that are on there, right? Step step one is a positive affirmations. Write down 3 to 5 positive affirmations that resonate with you. And these statements should boost your confidence and remind you of your strength. In the 30-day intensive, we have daily affirmations that build upon each other week by week by week. A support network. Your support network should consist of a mentor or coach, peer group like this mindset reboot community, right? Family member, a trusted friend, even ongoing education, and again, peer coaching, group coaching. And then what I'd like for you to do is identify key people in your life or any groups you belong to and list them, make a list, and that provide you with support and encouragement, right? Especially by those individuals or groups, name or listing, consider how you lean on them during difficult times. And then another step that I would do is make a list of classes or online courses that are going to help you to create your desired outcome. And in that way, you have your toolkit for resilience. Then you're going to talk about stress management techniques, right? You're going to list 3 to 5 techniques that help you manage stress effectively. It could be simple practices of deep breathing, exercise, meditation, taking timed daily breaks, if you're in a working situation, or if you're in a sedimentary situation where you're constantly on the computer or not moving as much, not as physical as other work. So just list those and then schedule them in your day. Reflect and adapt. reflect on past challenges that you and look at how you adapted to them. Did you make tweaks? So even back then, you knew you had to make tweaks. Write down any lessons learned, even during this week, maybe the awareness that was brought and a habit that you either discarded or you changed so that you could work on your mindset. And then compile a list of resources that you can turn into for inspiration and guidance. What are some books? What are some podcasts, articles, videos, TED Talks that are relevant to the topics you're interested in, what you're trying to build, right? And then from there, you just build more and more and more so that you find that you have created a library of resilience or even growth mindset tools. And the biggest one for me is at the end of the day, each day, take a moment to reflect on your toolkit and consider the following questions. How will your toolkit help you navigate future setbacks? Which strategies resonate most with me? And how will I incorporate them in my daily life or in the next day's schedule? What steps am I willing to take to continuously and strengthen and build my resilience? Write those reflections down in your journal and remind yourself of the importance of resilience and flexibility in cultivating a growth mindset for your long-term success. I love this quote. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. From Nelson Mandela. This quote for me is profound because it speaks about resilience and achieving success. Yeah, we may fall, but it's how we get up. It's how we continue the path towards our success. It may not be smooth, but again, once we get there and once these habits become lifelong habits in how we see the world and how we are adaptable, then challenges and setbacks are just part of living and we can continue to move forward. Failure is inevitable. And without failures, we will not be able to grow. But it's how we respond to that failure, right? Because if we look at it as the end result, then we will never see the fruits of our labor. So again, failure, first attempt in learning until results emerge. It helps us to rise to under the true test, right? Till it becomes such a habit of trying new things, we don't even see them as failures, right? We don't see that we failed at something. No, we saw, okay, we learned something from that. Let's move forward. We begin to trust our instincts from trying something that maybe didn't feel right. We trust our decision making. So again, you're going to see such an improvement in your life journey, seeing the seeing the glass half full versus half empty. And that again is a mindset shift. And as you cultivate all of these practices that we've been sharing these last 5 days, you're going to see that this will continue and get better each time along. And that little black rain cloud over you will disperse, and you'll see the rainbow and sunshine. And again, you know, the benefits are, I can't say them over and over again, and these are the same benefits as cultivating a growth mindset. So you're going to enhance your well-being because you're going to reduce stress. There are studies that show practicing meditation and counted breaths really do help take toxins out, but also help to you to de-stress. You're going to have greater emotional control because you're empowered to manage your emotions effectively. You are not reacting to the world, you're responding to it, and you adapt your perspective and maintain a positive outlook even in situations that challenge you. You're going to improve your relationships. Stronger bonds are going to be created because their flexibility allows you to adjust your communication style. You're going to be able to better connect with others. And it also is going to allow you to navigate conflict constructively, not reactively, and maintain healthy relationships despite disagreements. And I think that's something that our world needs more of. Let's have a conversation. We don't have to agree, you know, to agree to be able to sit down together. Let's talk. Let's see each other's side and let's educate each other on why I see things this way. Not to be right, but to share. It's going to allow for increased empathy because of the simple fact being open to different perspectives allows me to sit with you and understand where you're coming from. Not for me to judge you, not for you to judge me, not for me to judge myself, but just let's sit down and let's talk and let's understand each other. Let me learn from you as you learn from me. You're going to embrace, so you're going to boost personal growth, by embracing new opportunities. Flexibility is going to allow you to say yes to new experiences and opportunities. And setbacks are going to be seen as stepping stones that are going to help you to develop skills and your own person, your knowledge that help you get to your future self. And again, I can't say it enough. It's going to help increase your productivity because your problem solving skills are just going to grow. There's going to be a prowess there that that's going to allow you to approach problems from a different angle. It's going to lead to more creative solutions. It's going to help you persist through challenges and see projects through to completions. How many times have you started something and did not finish? Resilience and flexibility through a growth mindset are going to allow you to finish that project and get it done. You're going to be adaptable in the face of change. That happens all the time, and especially in this world now that it just everything's so fast and things change. You know, for the longest time I've been studying about the brain and how it works. I'm fascinated. For the last 10 years, that's all I've been doing is studying it. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a researcher, but I'm fascinated by it. So I'm taking all this information, and again, you know, I'm not really sharing it with others because I'm thinking, well, something's going to change. Well, but the core pieces to mindset, and especially growth mindset, continue to be the same. And the benefits continue to be the same. So how can I not share so that if it makes the world a better place? and people more successful, and you know, and the world a better, more successful place. So again, to incorporate flexibility and resilience, the practice of mindfulness, right? Developing that growth mindset, which helps us step out of that comfort zone. And then we also focus on the positive. Another thing that a growth mindset does, it really helped me with gratitude. Um, Seeing things as the blessings that they are, and those obstacles as ways to learn. Therefore, those also were blessings for me. So growth mindset has just opened avenues for me, in terms of who I am, how I speak, um, how I treat my family, how I treat my friends. And it allows me to not um, dwell in negative places or dwell in negative places that other people want to cultivate. I can say no. I can distance myself from people who choose to stay in a place that is not healthy for me. And so, and that has built up my resilience. It's built up my flexibility in that I am adaptable. And then and that ability, that growth mindset, being able to, I've always been a lifelong learner, but with a growth mindset, even more, because I was perfectionist as well, right? And so things had to be a specific way. And so embracing a growth mindset for myself has really cultivated this attitude of there's so much I don't know, and there's so much I don't have control of, but I'm okay with that because I know I'm going to learn from all the experiences that I go through. And so having that way of thinking has just been freeing, calming, um, and for me, there's just harmony. There's just harmony in my life, that I can go from one thing to another, and I don't feel set back. Even times when I've had to push back events and activities, I felt at peace with it, whereas before I would beat myself up about it. So having that ability to be aware of what your mindset is. Is it dialed into the negative, or is it dialed into the positive? Do you see the world as just what it is and it can't be fixed? Or do you see the world as a place of possibility? What's the awareness of where that way of thinking is coming from? Is it relevant to the person you are now? What are some goals that you'd like to set for yourself? Have you sat down and really taken the time to visualize your future? And having set those goals, right? Seeing your future, are you committed to what it's going to take to get there? And with that commitment, then now, are you ready to execute? Are you ready to break down those goals into actionable steps that'll get you there? Creating habits that will lead to your success. And you've got to find out what those are. I'm here to help. And then with all of that, again, practicing and cultivating resilience and flexibility with this new growth mindset, with this new mindset that all things are opportunities to learn. Man, the future is bright. The future is fabulous. And so I encourage you to really look at that. But the journey doesn't end there. We have the intensive coming up. And so, the face group that we have developed for this 5-day challenge, that'll continue And that'll be a community where a lot of support will be given to each other, and we'll continue the journey. But then you'll also have another community on the WhatsApp, which is daily. Been doing this for over a month now. We started out with a smaller group, and now we are continuing. And September 1st, we start our next set of 30 days to encourage each other, and to you get the mini teachings, you'll get the calls will be Tuesday morning. Just there's so many things to help you along this journey. You get a workbook, you get my ebook. You can see it back there. My ebook, which talks about mindset shift, going from scarcity to prosperity. And that's why it's called Unlocking Prosperity. It really does take the time for you to really develop the skills. And you can go back to it because you're going to see it over and over again. It's my practice of how I do things. And so you're going to get daily nuggets, daily mini teachings. You're going to get daily affirmations. You're going to get journal prompts in the workbook. And all of that will be put on the WhatsApp as well. Memes you can share in there, you can encourage in there. That community will continue on as well, because if you go through the 30-day mindset reboot intensive, then you are part of that community as well. So you are my mindset rebooters, right? And so it's ongoing. You're not alone. This is not something that, I'm going to throw at you and you're alone. This is something that we will be discussing and going on. And if you have any questions in that WhatsApp group, you just put it in there to me and I will answer it. So you have access to me for those full 30 days. Actually, it'll be ongoing access, but more importantly, it's towards that mindset reboot, because I think that that's so important to get those changes started. And this process can be used for various mindset shifts that need to be done. And so you'll have a private community that's ongoing education and support. In the WhatsApp, you'll have support community on Facebook. You'll get daily nuggets, tips, affirmations. You'll get short reels of meditation, and all of this only for $8.97, which again, as I said before, we could have made this for so much more, but I feel that this 30 days will really deepen your awareness. It'll we'll do some advanced techniques. You're going to identify and reframe any limiting beliefs that are holding you back. And then we're going to take our time with the goal setting and the commitment piece in week 2, so that you are going to be prepared and you'll have that goal clearly in sight. We'll do some visualization. Week 3 then is execution and action planning. So we are going to take the action plan and we're going to break it up. So we'll have the goal, right, the project, and then we're going to break it up into various pieces so that you will be able to accomplish the goal that you have for the end of the 30 days. And then again, we'll be talking about resilience and flexibilities, but awareness takes about 2 weeks. So we're going to break that up. So it's really not one of those things where it's like, this is this. No, it's going to be really, it's all kind of intermingled, but you'll see that as we build on each piece of it, you're going to find that you'll accomplish what you want in 30 days. And, again, there'll be personalized coaching during our group coaching calls. There's practical exercises, supportive group, your continued ongoing growth. And then, so I say to really take the opportunity to register. The link will be in the Facebook group, and I'm trying to see how I can get it on the YouTube, right? And then complete your registration. You can fill out it and complete your payment. If you need a payment plan, contact me. You've had my information, and then you can start your journey September 1st with me. We'll have a lovely conversation, and we'll see from there. Our weekly meetups are Tuesday at 8 a.m. So right away, off the bat, we start Monday, Tuesday at 8 a.m. You will see me on Zoom. So all of this for only $8.97. It's you're saving so much. But again, are you ready? Are you ready to take this step into creating your future success? You came to the 5-day challenge, and now it's time to step it up, and let's get into the intensive. All right, lovies. All right, lovies, so you have this, and it's going to be ongoing support, ongoing education. You'll be able to dive deep, much more than the 5 days, and create the plan for your success. And so, my lovies, I just want to thank you. Thank you for being part of this 5-day challenge. It was such a great time for me, and I look forward to seeing you September 1st, and then September 3rd, right? That's Tuesday, in 30-day intensive for Mindset Reboot. Remember, it's intentional success mindset reboot. Let's get on it. Let's do it. All right, lovies.